Right, welcome to tonight's training. Tonight's training, I reckon, is going to be like short and sharp, but to the point. Um, and I really wanted to give it like talk about a few things. Which one am I going to start with? Okay, I'm going to talk about this business being like giving birth. Okay, so if you have given birth in the naturally, put a one in the chat. Like put a one in chat if you've had a baby, basically. Tessa's had a baby. Good. Um, the reason why I'm giving this analogy, Bronwyn's had a baby, Tracy's had a baby. All right. Hey, Pearl. I'm just starting this call off with the analogy, like this business can kind of be like giving birth. Okay, I've just started. So who on here is not a mum? I feel like everyone on here. I know not everyone in this team are not mums, but anyway, the majority of women on this team are mums. And if you haven't had a baby yet, get ready for it. Okay, so what this business looks like, I'll start with that plane analogy, right? Like to build momentum in this business. Okay, we to build momentum in this business is like a plane. Like when the plane goes off, the pilot, he puts full foot down on the throttle, if that's what he does, or whatever, put his foot down, all in is a big long runway to get that big plane off the ground, and then he takes off, okay? If that plane or if that pilot kind of went half on, half off, like that plane is not getting off the ground. Okay. So like going full on hard out creates that momentum to get that lift to go up and into the air. Okay. That is what this business is like. It is like going all in on like the income producing activities, like your blitz session that Pearl runs every week, every day throughout the weekdays. Those are perfect to go in, do the work that grows your business. And then what happens is, right, like after a little while, you'll get into momentum. So usually what it takes is it can take like a couple months to get into a bit of momentum if you're consistent with it. And then once you're kind of in that momentum, you'll be at a point where you'll be running for, like, say, area manager or region or nation. And when you run for those levels, it's like you need to then like go up another level again, which is where the birth analogy comes in. Okay. So when you run for those levels, right? It's like, okay, let's say you're 1 centimeter dilated, like your contractions have come in, you're like, okay, this is the first or second of the month. Like you feel like the work ethic has come in, it's lifted, but it's okay, like it feels all good. And then you kind of like go into labor and you're kind of like, you know, getting like 2, 3, 4 centimeters dilated, like the pain's continuing. You're like, no, but you can still do it. You can keep going. This is kind of like heading towards like mid-month, right? Mid-month, let's say going region qual, area qual. Um, you then get to like 1 week out of the month and you're like, man, I need help. Like I need help. Hey, Amy, if you are just joining in, I'm now talking about a birth analogy and how it relates to Arbonne. So if you people who haven't had a baby will like now be kind of get it. Um, But what I'm saying is like when you go into qualification or when you're trying to finish a level in Arbonne, especially like area manager, region, and nation, those ones that you really, really, really need a team. And what I am saying is like when you get into that last week, right? That last week is almost like you're in that last couple of hours of labor. You don't know how long you've got to go. And it's like it's getting painful, it's getting hard. It's like, oh my gosh, I need to phone a friend, I need help, but you can't. You can't just stop. It's almost at the point you're like, I just want to stop now. Like I'm tired, I'm over it, but you can't. You keep going, right? And this is where you then get from like the contractions and you get to the pushing phase, okay? So the pushing phase is that last 2 to 3 days of your run. You go, but I'm serious. This is what it's kind of like. So you've like started with that plane analogy where you put your foot down to get a momentum. Okay, cool. We're off the ground, we're running. And then we get to a point where you running, and so you want to go into the qualification for those levels and you want to finish it, right? Those last couple of days going for qualification and then into the actually promoting and getting across the line those are the pushing phase of your giving birth. You're like it's hard, it's you need help. Like this is when like you need the people around you, you need like your partner, you need the midwife, you need everyone. Like that is your team. That is where your team comes into it and like it's all this like it's almost like this group thing to try and get this baby out and to try and get over the line, right? And that is honestly like that's kind of like what it is. But when you get like when that baby comes out, when you have that promotion, like how good does it feel? You can't even remember the pain. You're like, oh my God, this beautiful baby. And you're like, oh my God, new income level. I got a Mercedes. I've got this incredible team who's now backed me. And created this incredible tribe of women. It's like that. And that is what this business is about, is like really how can you put your foot down for a little while to get to that point of going into labor or going into like a promotion or something like that. Guys, everyone wants to go into labor. It's a great time. Not really. Um, but that is kind of what this business is right, okay? And so that's the activity that we need to be getting into. So that's going to lead me into this next part of like talking about that leadership academy that's coming up. So I would love to know by the end of this week who's in, who's not, like who really wants to do it. It's not like it's optional, but it is really something that's going to help you guys really far in your business. Like who jumped on the call? I made a call at the start of this month. It was a random Wednesday night, and everyone in the chat said, like, I want to go area manager, I want to go region by the end of the year. Like, do you guys know we've got August, September, October, November, December? And it's a really good chance that you can do in December, but December's a lot of time where most people go on holiday, right? So then we've got like 4 months to get this going. So what are we going to do to really like amp it up, right? That boot camp I'm like organizing right now is I've probably done like a third of it, written it out. I always want to stay like 3 or 4 weeks ahead of what I'm actually coaching because I am building it out as you guys are doing it. But a lot of it is going to be really solidifying like your vision, where you want to go, who you are as a person, like understanding your mindset, fully believing that you're rewriting your beliefs, like exercises to fully help you go from like your limiting beliefs, your scarcity beliefs, you're like, oh my God, people are judging me, people are scared, whatever, all those things to go and be like, no, I'm a badass network marketer and I'm proud of it. I love it. Like I know I can help so many people. And you have that switch of mindset. And it's the other thing about it is like being in and around other people who are fully emerging themselves into this business, into another level of themselves. So it is really a place to, I'm just going to read it out. Oh, I should have brought the notes up. I will read out hold on, give me a second. Sorry, guys. It's not far out of this chat. Okay, here it is. So what we're going to do, it is basically, it's where you go all in for 90 days to fully level up you as a leader, your mindset. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing it every single Tuesday night, starting next Tuesday, which is the 4th, 5th. So lock that in. The 5th of August is the first one. That's every single Tuesday, basically throughout August, September, October. This is extra. This is outside of these trainings. So we're still going to have in the Monday night trainings. The difference is Monday nights, a lot of it is generally you're learning, but you're also keeping up with what's on with the team and anything that's going on as well. So that's where it will differentiate with the Tuesday night, solely working on you, your mindset, and your business. They are around 45 minutes to an hour. Um, and then some of the Tuesdays, like once a month Tuesday, there'll be like a catch-up session because there are a lot of work. So what I'll do is tomorrow I'll send through like a the first part of a PDF that you can print out. So print it out before we start next week, which will be like your journal prompts. There's a couple questions in there you can start doing before we actually start next Tuesday. So it's like some stuff to help you like identify like what you want to work on and kind of like just set the base for yourself to improve. Um, and so the first month of August, we're going to be doing like what do you want your life to look like a complete vision of your life. So we'll go through aspects of like where do you want to live, like family, relationships, money, your Arbonne business, but even like your health, your eating, fitness, all those things, like the whole picture, not just Arbonne, and getting really clear with those goals so that every morning you're excited to wake up and work on them. We'll then be able to implement a morning routine and the importance of this. I know you guys always hear me talk about it, but like seriously, Pearl did a video of it the other day on our chat group as well. It's so much more than business. It's working on yourself and like fully understanding like what there's so many other aspects of your life. You level up in so many aspects. Um, we also get very savvy with your calendar. And then we also move into understanding your subconscious mind. And that one there will probably take about two trainings on that because that's actually a really big topic. We'll then go
Yeah.
into September and we'll do like upgrading your energy. So it's all about like the way we turn up every single day as a mom, as a wife, as a leader, as a friend, just in general, as a workmate, and how we're thinking, how we're feeling that actually creates our outcomes. Um, when you really go into like your mindset and the brain, our brain doesn't actually know what's real and what's a thought. And that's why the morning routine is really powerful because you can really set those intentions for the day and actually like there's so many exercises that or studies done where say if you're playing the piano, you can have a group of people who practice physically, like seeing the paper, sorry, seeing the music and playing the piano. And then they practiced for like, let's say 2 weeks. And then they had another group practice for 2 weeks, but they didn't actually touch a piano. They just rehearsed it in their mind. And both groups came out with the same income when they actually went to go play in front of an audience because the mind doesn't actually know like that if you can mentally rehearse an outcome. So for you guys, it's mentally actually it's like um, understanding like, okay, what does it look like going region? Like, who's my team? Where are we going to be? Are we going to be closing out at my house? Are we going to go get together at someone else's house? What car am I driving? Like, what house am I going to be living in? And don't forget how it's going to happen. And this is all stuff I'll teach you is like you really have to let go of the how and just fully trust that it will happen. Where are we? And then month three, which will be October. October is really like bringing it all together. So we're going to be really creating your online presence, like building your brand out online, really speaking from you, your own thoughts, not trying to copy everyone else, not trying to go on trends. It's almost like attraction marketing and showing up as authentically you. We'll also bring in email marketing. This is something if you want to get going, you can start doing that yourself, but I'd love to like show you the importance of it. And we would love for you to be doing your own Discover Arbons. And like I said in a few calls, sorry, a few weeks ago on calls, like we love Pearl for doing them. But like when you are building a huge organization, like people want to come on and see you speaking. They want to hear from you because they're joining you. Okay, same as me. Like not everyone just wants to hear me speak all the time. Like people want to hear from you guys. And so it's all about like really up leveling your business. So that is that. And yeah, so that's next Tuesday. Hold on, wait, I did have something else. Um, do you want to add anything onto that, Pearl, before I move on to the next part?
No, well, oh, yes, I will. I 100% encourage you all to do it. I think, honestly, it's something about immersing yourself into something new where you can learn and actually understand that most people, honestly, most people, like if not 100% of people, have some hang-ups. And the blessed part of this business is that we get these sorts of trainings where you actually get to uncover some dumb things that are inside you that just hold you back. You know, I'm listening to the Millionaire Mindset again, and honestly, I'm just reminded it's been so long since I last listened to it how I've got these hang-ups again. Like I remember the last time I listened to it and I worked through a whole lot of stuff that I had just had sitting in my brain that I just believed that just held me back and they just held me at a point and I broke through those and I've got to this place and now when I look at it I sort of made myself another ceiling that I'm hitting against again here And I'm now having to break through that and rewrite that. And that's the beauty of this. I mean, we're constantly put in a place where we can see the areas that we need to grow in. And so I just encourage you guys, like, grab hold of these. This is free. Like this is free. Get amongst it. Because our businesses will only grow as much as we grow. If we don't choose to grow and establish ourselves as leaders, our business will only go so far. And I just know that you have all got it in you to be incredible leaders. Also, just want to do a little shout out because Tracy has just gone district manager and hit her bonus. And not only that, she has done it all within, would it be 5 or 6 days of working it? Not worked, done nothing, don't recommend it, done nothing, and then gone, right, I'm doing this and done it in 5 or 6 days. Like, blooming amazing. You're amazing. So, yeah.
Well done. It's exciting. New district manager in the house. Woohoo. That's so exciting. Honestly,
Yeah.
Thanks.
love it. Okay, thank you, Pearl. So, the last thing I wanted to touch on was our Gold Coast event, guys. Our Gold Coast event is coming up. Now, these events are so good for you, are so good. Like, events, you meet so many other people in business and you get there, and the overriding theme about these events is everyone is just like you. They're like no different. They weren't born a leader, they weren't born an MVP. No one was born with better social media skills than someone else. Every single person who has come into this business started with zero consultants, zero customers. They all paid the same fee. And it's about committing, basically. It's about actually like working on yourself. And when you go there, you just have this, there is just such an energy in the rooms around the people where you're like, you just, why not me? Why not me? And when you go into the conference rooms, you hear from speakers, and there's always someone that will speak to you, to your heart. And you're like, oh, that's what I needed to come for. And it'll be different for every single person. Like I know every time I've been, everyone's had something that stood out for them that was completely opposite to what I needed to hear. But that's like life. Like we're in different phases, different stages of our life, different levels of personal development, different backgrounds. So the biggest thing is like never compare yourself. Like you don't know what someone might have come into this business and gone really fast, right? But you don't know what they did for 10 years prior to that. Like there's those girls in America like Lacey Dilworth and what's her, is it Steph Schutz or something like that. These are two girls who started 18 months ago and now they're like ENVPs and they went nation in like 5 or 6 months. And you look at them, you're like, oh my God, how do they do it so quick? But you haven't seen 10 to 15 years. I've been on the internet since MySpace was around. Like, I don't even know what MySpace is. It's so old. Like they have been going for so long. And so, like, it's all about you understanding, like, if we don't compare ourselves to others, we come in and we actually like meet these people in person. You're like, wow, they're just actually like me. They're just actually like me. So it is on the Saturday the 20th and 21st of September. We do have a big crew going over there. It's $299 for your ticket, and then it's obviously getting there and back. I think accommodation is costing us $400. Maybe it depends if you're rooming with someone, if you can share a room with someone.
It's $300 per night rooming with someone. So that was like 150 a night, which I think is pretty awesome. And we're like right near it, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
We're
Yeah.
in the building. So you just have to
Yeah.
catch your elevator down. So good. So people are taking different flights. I know some people booked Friday, come back Sunday. Some have booked Friday, coming back Monday. Um, the conference is Saturday and Sunday. So if you're there Saturday and Sunday, if you know people in the Gold Coast, on Sunday you can bring guests. Okay. And like that is the best. I think guests are like, oh, I'm trying to find it on the website. I should have written this. Day two guests. No, I can't see it off the top of my head. It won't be much. I think it's like $60 for a guest to come.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was $60 for a guest to come, and I think they get like a free, oh, was it a matcha or it was something good?
Um,
Maybe it
you
wasn't a
do get a
matcha.
free gift. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
And then
I
you
can't
can,
remember what it was, but it's a
yeah,
product.
it was a product. You can get a $50 registration. Oh, so you can get a survival kit for $50. And in that survival kit, everyone's like, what is a survival kit? It's basically like a bunch of goodies to get through the conference. So they give you a sheet mask, like a hydrating sheet mask. Those are really fun to do at nighttime with your team members. They give you about two sticks, fizz sticks, so like two little sticks of fizz. They give you a lip balm. It comes with a makeup bag with a sample pack of the Derm Results a sample pack of the Derm Results Advanced with a makeup bag, and you also get a prebiotic stick. So it's kind of like a mini like survival kit. So that is an option as well. And yeah, I feel like that is it. I just wanted to make tonight short and sharp and just make sure we're all on the same page and kind of just giving like a heads up for what's coming up over the next couple months. Um, Honestly, I'm very excited for what this team is going through right now. Like there's so much that's going on. And I just want you guys to believe that you guys are here. Like, if you guys are here, you're here for a reason. You're not here by chance. You're taking your time out every single Monday to learn, to grow. And if you've never listened to The Slight Edge, you need to listen to it because that is what this business is about. It's always the slight edge, but yes, yes, Pearl, good work. It's basically if you think about the compound effect of something. So let's say you save $1 a day, like you put away $1 a day, at the end of this week you got $7, right? Like that's not taking you to Australia or anything. But if you did $1 a day for every single day, that's like $365 a year. If you do that, like with a friend, like say for example, me and my friend Taylor went to Queenstown a couple months ago. Like it was fully paid for by an account that we put $15 a week in, and we just didn't touch it for ages. And the compound effect is like, okay, $15 a week doesn't feel like a lot, right? But over a few years, I was like, that paid for us flights, accommodation, all the drinks, the food. It was paid for. It was like this girl's trip paid for. So what can you be doing in your business where if you're doing, one invite a day or two invites a day, two follow-ups a day, what are we doing? Like obviously the more you do, the faster it will go. But being consistent with your DMOs, your income producing activities, your daily method of operation, that's going to then grow your business over time.
Mm.
Whereas if you look at the other end, be like, you know what, every night I'm going to watch Netflix over time, that is not building your business, okay? You're going to be deep into like some whatever documentary, you're going to know everything possible about the Kardashians, but that's not going to scale your business. It's probably going to grow their business because you're viewing their bloody shows, okay? All right. That is it for me, guys. Have a good night, and we'll see you on the 9 o'clock training. Bye.